Yeah, what's going on, YouTube? Let me continue. Let me continue the message about pain and the experience I had regarding, this topic and what happened to a good friend of mine. I gotta just pretty much bring my thought home. In a nutshell, though. A friend of mine, he fell victim to the streets by way of, he got shot twice in the chest, one in the head, and he didn't make it. About 24 hours later after he got shot, he died in the hospital, fell victim to the wounds. Apparently, what happened was he was, one morning, the morning of the ill-fated shooting, he was taking his child to the kid's school bus. The bus stopped, on his block, and he was walking his child to the school bus, and he got approached by two gunmen, and they shot him right in front of his kid. So, like you can't imagine the shock, you can't imagine the anger, you can't imagine, the hurt that, all these feelings just boiled up, and it's just the rage and wanting justice, wanting revenge, just wanting answers that you can't get at the time, right? You ask why, and you can't get these answers when you want it. It's almost debilitating, right? So what I'm saying is this: that occurrence could have happened to anyone, including myself, because I was with him a couple days prior to that incident. A couple days prior to that incident, I was with him. I didn't know, who knows when something like that is going to happen. So it forced me to take precaution, like be aware of your surroundings, be aware of the decisions you make in your travels and what you're doing, but it's not like he was a bad person, you know what I mean? And it's not like we were doing something that we weren't supposed to do or anything like that. The man was upstanding, was a good person, man. Good person. We're talking about, a person who kept a job, took care of his child, law-abiding citizen, paying taxes, everything, taking care of his own. That's what we're talking about here, man. And this comes up, his life cut short, just like that. In an instant, everything changed. That pain motivated me to change my life in a way where I had to figure out what's important to me, because I could have fell victim to that as well. I was with him a couple days prior, like I said. And bullets have no names. Bullets do not discriminate. Random violence doesn't discriminate. No one could provide answers. No one could provide anything. And so I had to just detach myself from the situation, because no one could bring my friend back. But I had to work on how I was going to respond and react and live my life moving forward. And it's about continuing to do good work. Good work is subjective. Good work to me may be just, let's say, tutoring or mentoring. Or good work for someone else could be teaching, coaching, okay? These are the things that I had to incorporate into my life consciously and say, I'm going to put effort and a serious amount of effort into doing this to help people in general. Because you never know where your life can get cut short in an instant. The man left his child. I mean, it was just gut-wrenching. Devastating. But it's about using painful moments to help change for the better. Not the worse, but for the better. Changing so that you can be able to make a positive difference or have a positive effect on another person's life. That's what it's about. Because you never know when everything can change at a moment's notice. I'm just fortunate enough to say that my friend left a positive impact on me. And so that experience that took him, that took him away from his loved ones and his family, I internalized that to consciously, on purpose, to change my way of thinking by allowing myself to always have in my mind about leaving a positive impact on others and not take anything for granted and be grateful at all times for the good moments that life brings, for the great experiences that we gather, that we have. And so, pain is constant, pain and pleasure. Those are two variables in life, two opposing polarities, opposite halves that make up one whole in life that we have to walk, we have to live with, we have to experience. But there's certain moments that can change us for the worse, but don't let that eat you. Don't succumb and change for the worse. At least weather the storm the best that you can and know that you have an opportunity. Just like the sun will shine after every storm, that painful moment that feels like the storm will pass, and your moment to do great will become your sun and allow you to shine. Wish everybody well, be well, remain focused in doing your good work, whatever that means to you. Take care.